Here's your latest African news. Eswatini. Mass protests rock Eswatini, Africa's lone absolute monarchy. Pro-democracy activists in Eswatini, the southern African country previously known as Swaziland, have vowed to intensify demonstrations against the monarchy until it makes democratic reforms and unbans all opposition parties. The small mountain kingdom has been rocked by pro-democracy demonstrations over the past 3 days, and videos of people burning tires and barricading streets in the largest city, Manzini, and the central town of Matsapa have been circulating on social media. King Mswati III, Africa's last remaining absolute monarch who has ruled the country for more than 3 decades, is accused by the demonstrators of human rights abuses and running a repressive government. Diaspora. They can't do it without us. Black TikTokers strike to protest dance appropriation. A number of black creators on TikTok are on an indefinite strike, refusing to choreograph dances on the app to protest against the appropriation of their content by white users. The action has been focused on Megan Thee Stallion's new hit song, which was released just last week. There are 168,000 videos on TikTok using the song as of Thursday afternoon, but unlike WAP Stallion and Cardi B's last viral song, there is not a single trending dance to it. And that is deliberate, apparently, some creators are currently saying. TikTok is known for its viral dances, but they are often created by black women who are then, unfortunately, not credited or compensated for their work, unfortunately. Black creators say they are tired of white people profiting off their work and appropriating black culture. Let's see how that goes. South Africa, 15 months behind bars for South African ex-president Jacob Zuma. Mr. Jacob Zuma is sentenced to undergo 15 months imprisonment. The decision of South Africa's Constitutional Court, announced yesterday by Acting Chief Justice Sisi Kampembe in response to several trial no-shows of the former president. In Cape Town, opposition politicians and citizens expressed their sentiments on Twitter, expressing their approval at the news when South Africa's top court handed the country's former president Jacob Zuma a 15-month jail term for egregious contempt of court, while others did not take the news so well. Nigeria. Biafran separatist leader arrested and will face trial. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the banned separatist group the Indigenous People of Biafra, has been arrested and is in Nigeria's capital Abuja to face a trial. Kanu's outlawed movement, the Indigenous People of Biafra, which agitates for a separate state for ethnic Igbos and Nigeria, is accused of fomenting violence, something which he denies. The 53-year-old was put on trial in 2015 but disappeared while on bail, and his recent whereabouts had been unknown. Justice Minister Abubakar Malami, who is also Attorney General, said Kanu was arrested on Sunday but gave no details about location. Somalia to hold indirect election on October 10th. After months of deadlock, political leaders in Somalia have agreed that the country's long-delayed presidential election will be held once again on October 10th. The Office of Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Roble unveiled the timetable for indirect parliamentary and presidential elections in a statement on Twitter, saying stakeholders had agreed to a roadmap for a vote following 2 days of talks in the capital, Mogadishu. Under the indirect election system, clan leaders were meant to have selected lawmakers in December, and the new lawmakers were due to elect a new president on February the 8th. Both procedures failed to take place amid disputes over issues that included the composition of an election commission supervising the voting. Uganda unveils herbal medicine to treat COVID-19. Health authorities in Uganda have approved a locally manufactured herbal medicine to treat COVID-19 patients and other viral infections. The country's drug regulator, the National Drug Authority, said the product is formulated from herbal plants that have been traditionally used to alleviate symptoms of several diseases. It is, however, not a cure for COVID-19. NDA's decision comes weeks after it warned the public against using Covidex. The NDA says the approval was based on initial assessment, published literature, and safety guidelines, and that its innovator had also withdrawn unsubstantiated claims that the product treats and prevents COVID-19. South Sudan to woo oil prosecutors in energy conference. South Sudan will be holding a 2-day national energy conference today to showcase its seismic data from the 14 newly discovered oil blocks to potential prospectors. The event, which will be inaugurated by President Salva Kiir, will feature a variety of speakers both physically and virtually as South Sudan attempts to demonstrate to the world that peace has finally returned to the country following the September 2018 peace agreement. South Sudan is estimated to have 3.5 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, the third largest in sub-Saharan Africa, 70% of which are unexplored. Thank you so much for watching this video. Visit our YouTube channel, Tuna Cheki, to watch our weekly news reports and our website at tunacheki.tv for all the latest news updates. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member or even becoming a patron. And remember that Africa is watching. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa that you'd like us to explore.